What if you were a medieval torturer? 3 ways you can actually turn fear into respect. You wake up in a cold sweat. Another nightmare of brackets, screws, thumb screws. You are the torturer and now you are stuck in medieval times. What do you do? Don't worry, we have you covered with this 21st century survival guide. Here's the problem. You live in a fantasy world where everyone thinks that torturers are these random, sadistic guys who get off on making people scream. But the reality was that torturers were professionals. They had to follow strict rules and procedures, and there was a lot of paperwork involved. In fact, the only people who could legally torture were those employed by the state, and this made them essential, yet no one wanted them around. As a torturer, you were generally an outcast, someone to be avoided at parties. Friendships were difficult to forge because everyone knew what you did for a living, and no one wanted to admit to knowing you. So how do you deal with being hated for your job? Well, here's your 21st century survival guide. First, create a professional services guild. Market yourself as a judicial investigator. Same job, better branding. People might still be afraid of you, but they'll at least be more willing to listen to your recommendations if they think you rare. Consultant rather than a tormentor. Second, develop specialization beyond torture. Become the town's locksmith, rope expert, or security consultant. Your tool knowledge transfers perfectly, and it gives you something else to talk about at parties, besides the rack and the screw. Third, establish professional boundaries. Only work scheduled hours, no midnight interrogations. This creates respect for your expertise while humanizing your role. Plus, it's a lot less creepy. Finally, consider medieval London's executioners who doubled as surgeons. They understood anatomy from their day job and built a second career in medicine. You could offer medical services, using your knowledge of human resilience to help people heal rather than hurt. Your skills in reading people, understanding pressure points, and crisis management are valuable. Just rebrand, diversify, and set boundaries. Then you won't be just the village torturer. You'll be a respected member of the community, a healer, a consultant, an expert witness. You'll even have malpractice insurance. That's all really freaking good. You wake up in a cold sweat. Another nightmare about the rack, the screw, the thumb screw. You were the village torturer and now you're stuck in modern times. What do you do? Don't worry, we got you covered with this 21st century survival guide.